And YouTube. Hello everybody, this is Jennie with Balanced Bodies Westside, and welcome back to another Workout Wednesday. Today I have been requested to do an at-home workout that requires zero equipment whatsoever. So today I'm going to mix it up quite a bit. We're going to do some lower body, we're going to do some upper body, we're going to do some core. You guys know that I am not huge on the cardio because it's just not that effective for fat loss. So we are going to do just a really quick warm up. I don't even have a timer on me. We're gonna go a little bit with the music. Let me just make a quick adjustment to YouTube. If you are watching, please and thank you, look down and you will see a share button. Click on that bad boy, share, usually it's in the bottom left or the bottom right hand corner, and create a watch party so people who are in your circle can see this bad boy as well. Once again, we're going to be doing an at-home, no equipment exercise that requires both upper and lower body, so let's get warmed up. We are going to do some dynamic stretching. I think that dynamic stretching is important at the beginning of any workout, and the static stretching where you're holding on to your stretches for 15, 20, even 30 seconds, that static stretching you should wait until the end of your workout. So just a little bit of dynamic stretching today to sort of show our body what we're about to do, get a little bit of warmth in our muscles, and yeah, just get ready to go. You don't have to worry about any equipment, but if you are hanging out and you're planning on doing the workout, it's a great idea to have some water nearby. A towel, if this is going to be strenuous for you, is a good idea as well. And I am going to utilize the couch. So if you don't have a couch, maybe a chair, a coffee table, something like that. I'm not sure where you're doing your workout, but I am going to utilize the couch for just a couple of movements. So I'm just opening up my rotator cuffs right now. We're going to take our time with this warm up. There's no sense in rushing it. The workout itself, I anticipate, is going to be about 30 to 40 minutes, not super long because we don't have any weights to be moving around or anything like that. So not a crazy long workout, a little bit of rest in between. I'm changing my circles to backwards now, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you guys have any questions while we're going through the workout today, my son Cohen is over there with the laptop. He can answer any questions. Just write them down below in the chat or any comments. Once again, today is a little bit of upper and a little bit of lower body with some stretching and zero equipment whatsoever. Now that we've got most of our upper body stretched out, let's start doing some dynamic stretching with our lower body, trying to keep your hips nice and straight. I'm just going side to side. If you need to, hold on to something for balance. Feel free to do your own thing if you have an area of your body that you think requires a little bit more stretching, a little bit more of a warm-up. A good idea can also be like some body weight movements, body weight squats, things like that. Once again, if you're planning to do the whole workout, look down below and you'll see that share button. Click on that and you can create a watch party on both YouTube and Facebook. Now I'm going front to back. Do a little bit more of a warm up here before we get started. I really like the hypertrophy rep range, so a lot of what we're doing today is going to be 8, 10, or even 12 reps. We'll start with some legs, go into some upper body, some more legs, some core, a little bit of everything today, okay? And if you are one of my current clients, one of my online clients, and you are doing today's workout, feel free to replace today's workout with either an upper body or lower body day. It's totally up to you. If you count this as a lower body day, that just means that your other exercises will be upper. If you count it as an upper body day though, you'll probably get a little more calorie burn over the course of the week as opposed to if you counted it towards the opposite. So we are going to start today off with some pulse squats. Pulse squats give us a little bit more time under tension down at the bottom with our quads. Body weight only. I'm going to put my feet just a little bit wider than shoulder width. Both of my toes are pointed out so that my knees don't want to buckle inwards. And we're going to do 3 sets of 12. But each rep has a little pulse at the bottom. A pulse is just a quarter of a rep. So I'm going to go down until my thighs are parallel with the ground. Once I'm down here, I'm pulsing. 1, 2, 3. When I come up, I'm squeezing with my glutes. That's 1 rep. Down again. 1, 2, 3. Glute squeeze at the top. That's 2. 1, 2, 3. with a glute squeeze at the top is 3. 1, 2, 3. Glute squeeze at the top is 4. If you do have weights, feel free to use them here. That's just going to give you a little bit of icing on the cake. Glute squeeze at the top is 5. 1, 2, 3. Squeeze those glutes at the top for 6. We're halfway. We're going to do 12. 3. Squeeze at the top is 7. 1, 2, 3. Or if you've got a baby, you can hold your baby. Or if you've got a toddler, you can get a piggyback ride. You can definitely add some more resistance to this if you wanted to add some weight. I wasn't paying full attention to my reps there, but I think I'm at about 10, so I'm going to do 2 more. If I'm wrong, I'm human. That happens sometimes. That's 11. And last one, up at the top with the squeeze is 12. So take a rest here. If you have water nearby, take some water. If you do not have water nearby, it's probably a good idea to go get some. Definitely stay hydrated. Most of the people who reach out to me have fat loss goals. And one thing that is really important for everyone with fat loss goals to understand is that the scale fluctuates more based on your hydration level than it does based on the percentage of body fat that you're gaining or losing. So staying hydrated is key to keeping those weight fluctuations minimized. So we've done 1 out of 3 sets of 12 for pulse squats. We're about to do our second. Once again, my feet are a little bit wider than shoulder width. I'll show you the other view if you'd like. Toes are pointed out. When we go into the squat position, we're going to go until our thighs are parallel with the ground. Once we're down there, we're going to pulse. 1, 2, 3, and squeeze the glutes at the top. 1, 2, 3 for 2. 1, 2, 3 for 3. 1, 2, 3 for 4. 1, 2, 3. That's 5. This is going to be our hump set. 6. We're halfway done. 1, 2, 3, 7. If you feel your knees start to buckle in, just point your toes out further. This is 8, so we've got 4 more. 9. On to 10. And after this, we're on to our last one. And 12. So 2 sets of 12 are done. We're going to do 1 more set of 12 for pulse squats. That will definitely warm up our quads primarily. A little bit of our hamstrings and our glutes as well, but definitely that is a quad dominant exercise. A little bit of a rest, grab some water. And 1 more rest. If you are having a hard time keeping up with the 12 reps, you can stop at 8 or 10. Absolutely listen to your body. No matter what, if you are building up your heart rate and you're feeling warm, you're probably getting a good calorie burn. 8 reps or 10 reps are just fine. I'm gonna go for 12, and if you can go for 12, I would definitely encourage you to. But also listen to your body, and if you need to, feel free to stop at 8 or 10. And we're going to go right away. Last set, best set, okay? Thighs parallel with the ground, going down for 1, 2, 3 pulses. That's 1. Or even omit the pulses if you're having a hard time as we get near the end and you're a little bit more fatigued. That's 2. And 3. 4. Do whatever you need to do with your upper body to help you keep your balance. We're on to 5. And this is the halfway mark of our last set. 6. And 7. 8. 9. Don't forget that glute squeeze at the top. 10. 11. And last one, baby, 12. Good timing, Mr. Earl. Time for a little bit of a rest before we move into some upper body. Of course, Earl's gonna come and say hello, everyone. He's gonna skip out on the workout, but he's gonna show up for the show. Okay, go lay down. Go lay down. Go. Good boy. All right, next up, we're going to move down onto the floor. So let me just make sure that you can see me. And what we're going to do are plank up and downs. I love this movement. It uses your bicep, it uses your shoulder, uses your tricep, your back, and your pecs. So really, this is a full upper body movement. You're going to come down onto the floor. I'll demonstrate first. If you need to, you can absolutely modify these by staying on your knees. If you can, I would encourage you to go onto your toes. You're going to come down. I'm going to start with my left. My left is my weak side, so I always start with my left. So I'm going to go up on the left, up on the right, down on the left, down on the right, up on the right, up on the left, down on the right, down on the left. So both sides, we'll consider that to be 1 rep. So what I'm going to do is 3 sets of 6. Really, that's 3 sets of 12 because I'm doing each side, okay? So listen to my voice. I'll talk us through it. I'm just going to give myself a little second here. Once again, if you're finding this one really challenging, because it is, it's absolutely challenging. This is a workout that's going to stimulate your muscles, therefore stimulate fat burning. You are going to have a little bit of trouble with it towards the end, no matter how fit you are. So there's no shame whatsoever in going down to your knees if you feel the need to do so. That's still going to stimulate your muscle in your upper body if you're down on your knees. So whatever feels good to you, listen to your body. And we're going to go in 3, 2, 1. Up on the left, up on the right, down on the left, down on the right, up on the right, up on the left, down on the right, down on the left. That's 1. Up, up, down, down, up, up, down, down. That's 2. Now we're on to the left. Up, up, down, down, up, up, down, down. That's 3. We're going back to the left, right this time. Up, up, down, down, up, up, down, down. That's 4. We're going to start on the left. Up, up, down, down, up, up, down, down. That's 5. But for our last set, let's start on the right. Up, up, down, down, up, down, down. And that's 6. So good long rest. That is primarily our upper body muscles, but obviously you're going to feel your core quite a bit with that one as well, especially if you can manage to keep your hips nice and low to the ground. You'll see that I try to create a straight line from my shoulders to my hips to my ankles. A lot of times we want to stick our hips way up. The body will always take the path of least resistance, so it's a little bit easier. Grab some water if you've got it. Once again, we'll start left, right, left, right, right, left, right, left. Got it? We're going to go for 6 more in just a little bit. Starting with the left. If you are left-handed and you know that your right is your weak side, feel free to start with your right when you say weak. When I say weak side, I always start with my left because I know it's not quite as strong as my right. We're going to go again right away here. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Up on the left, up on the right, down on the left, down on the right. Up on the right, up on the left, down on the right, down on the left. That's 1. I know it's hard, so if you need to take a second down here, you feel free to do that. If you only get 4 instead of 6 or 5 instead of 6, that is okay. Let's go up on the left, up on the right, down on the left, down on the right. Up on the right, up on the left, down on the right, down on the left. That's 2. Let's go right away. Left, right, left, right, right, left, right, left. That's 3. Left, right, left, right, right, left, right, left. That's 4. Let's go right away. Left, right, left, right, right, left, right, left. That's 5. 1 more. Whew. I know it's tough. Let's go right away. Left, right, left, right, right, left, right, left. Whew. And 6. Oh, I'm definitely winded and I'm sure you are too. So let's take our time with this rest. We still have 1 more set of those bad boys. And I know that they're quite strenuous, but after those, we're going to go right back to our legs and give our upper body a little bit of rest. Whew. Probably about another 30 seconds, so if you need to go grab some water, feel free to do so. Let my heart rate go down. A little bit of rug burn on the elbows. That's okay though. If there's any questions, once again, feel free to ask Cohen in the comments. He will shout them out at me. So far, nothing. Beautiful. We're still fairly at the beginning of this workout, so if you're watching and you want to hit that share button down below, the more people can see it, the more people who see it, the more people who get a free workout. Why not, right? Whew. One more set coming up. Last set, best set for plank up and downs. Once again, we're going to start on our left, then move on to the right. We're going to do 6 sets. A set is going to consist of left, right, right, left. Got it? Let's go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Down in the forearm plank, and we're going to go left, right, left, right, right, left, right, left. That's 1. Left, right, left, right, right, left, right, left. That's 2. Left, right, left, right, right, left, right, left. That's 3. I'm just going to take a quick second, and you guys rest too if you'd like to. Remember, you can get to 4, you can get to 5, or you can get to 6. I'm going to go for number 4 right away. Left, right, left, right, right, left, right, left. That's 4. Left, right, left, right, right, left, right, left. That's 5. Another quick little rest. And now, left, right, left, right, right, left, right, left, and 6. Whew, those are tough. So let's definitely take our time with this rest. If you don't have water, go grab some now. You've got the time. I'm going to need a little bit of time here for my heart rate to go down, so you take your time as well. Sit down on the ground. That helps. You're standing up during your rest. That can definitely make your heart rate slow down even slower. But if you just relax, don't talk, drink some water if you've got it, your heart rate should come down nice and level. Next up, we're going to move right back onto our legs. I want to get those hamstrings today. I'd really like to get all of our legs, but hamstrings for sure right now. So just bear with me. Move this bad boy back up. Oh no. Oopsies, my bad. Move that bad boy back up. Move this bad boy back up. For this next movement, you're probably going to want something to hold on to for balance. So what I'm going to be doing is a single leg deadlift. I don't have any weight. I'm just going to try to touch my toes, but I'm going to do so in a way where I'm only hinging at my hips. So my back stays nice and straight and my leg stays locked out. My knee is locked out the whole time. So I'm going to hold on with my right hand, and I'm going to start with my left leg locked out. We're going to do 3 sets of 12, but I'll demonstrate each side once first. So this is what the left leg looks like. Touching the toes, keeping my back straight. The key is to keep both hips pointed towards the ground. And this is what my right leg looks like. Once again, hips are facing the ground, hinging at the hips, knee is locked out. And I'm going until just past parallel with the ground. So 3 sets of 12 each leg, starting with the left leg. In 3, 2, 1, touching the ground. That's 1. And I'm going to try to keep my back leg straight. Little bend in the knee is okay as well. 2, 3, my leg that's standing straight, my knee is locked out. 4, trying to keep both hips pointed towards the ground. 5, and I'm holding onto the table for balance. 6, I'm trying hard not to put any weight on the table though. 7, we're more than halfway for this leg. Onto 8, and then 9. We've got 3 more for this side. 10, and you'll feel this in the back of your hamstring. 11, and last one is coming up for this side. 12. We don't need a full rest because we were really only working the left side. So I'm just going to switch directions. This time, working the right leg, so my left hand is touching the table. I'm going to try to touch my toes with my right hand. My right leg is going to stay totally locked out. My knee is locked out, and I'm hinging at the hips with both hips facing the ground for 1. And going all the way up to 12. 2, 3. Make sure that both hips face the ground. 4. It's really easy to twist doing this movement, so try to keep both of those hips facing the ground. That's 4, 5, and 6. If you do have tight hamstrings and you don't have the flexibility to get parallel with the ground, just get as low as you can. This is 8. We're well over halfway. 9. And we've got 3 more. 10. Keeping both hips towards the ground the whole time. 11. And last one is coming. 12. Once again, I don't feel like I need to take a full rest in between because I'm doing one leg at a time. If you feel like you're falling behind, that's okay. You can get 8, 10, or 12 reps for each leg. I'm going to move on so that my left leg is locked out, my right hand is touching the table, and I'm going to do 12 more for my left leg. Keeping that knee locked out the whole time and going right away for 1. I'm going to 12, but if you need to stop at 8 or 10, that's okay as well. 2, 3, 4, and I'm focusing on keeping both of those hips facing the ground. 5, I'm short, so touching the ground is no problem for me. 6 is halfway. On to 7, 8, 9, and last 3 for this leg. 10, 11, and last one is 12. So you should be feeling this in the back of your leg on your hamstring muscle. Switching sides, no rest because I only work one leg at a time. Right leg stays totally locked out. The knee is locked out. Left hand is touching the table for balance, and I'm using my right hand to touch my toes right away. That's 1. It's okay if you've got a bend in your back leg. 2, but make sure that both hips face the ground. 3, and 4. This back hip always wants to jump out. Try to make sure it points to the ground the whole time. 5, and 6 is halfway. We've got 6 more to go for this leg, and then we'll do 1 more set for each. And this is 8, 4 more. 9, work at your own pace. If you need to stop for 8 or 10, that's okay. 10, and I'm going to do 2 more for each leg. 11, and last one for this leg is 12. So that's 2 sets now that we've done. 12 reps on either leg for 2 sets. We're going to do 1 more set. I'm not going to rest because I was only working one leg at a time, so I feel like my other leg already got some rest. But if you do need to take a second, listen to your body, take a few seconds, get back into it. If you don't do as many reps as I do, that's totally fine. 8 reps or 10 reps are also going to be equally as effective for fat loss goals. So this time, left leg stays totally locked out. My knee is locked out. Right hand is going on the table. I'm reaching for the ground with my left hand right away for 1. Going up to 12. This is 2. And 3. Keeping both hips pointed to the ground. 4. No equipment in today's exercise. If you're just getting on now, there's still lots of time to do this workout. This is 6, so we're halfway. We're only on to our 3rd exercise of the day. 7, 8. Don't forget about those hips. Both hips pointing to the ground. 9, 10, and last 2 for the left leg. 11, and final rep is 12, which is perfect because it's probably just as many as I can do. You always want to be pushing yourself. If it's not feeling too strenuous, maybe up those reps or try to grab yourself a dumbbell for the next time. Last set, best set for the right leg. Knee is locked out. Left hand's going on the table. I'm reaching for the ground with my right hand right away. Hinging at the hips, keeping both hips pointed to the ground. This is rep number 2. Going up to 12. If you need to stop at 8 or 10, that's okay as well. 3, and 4. Think of your hips as a door hinge here. 5, and 6. That's our halfway mark. You should feel that stretch on the back of your hamstring. 7, 8, well over halfway, we're almost done. 9, 10, and last 2, 11, make sure those hips both point towards the ground. 12, and that is it for single leg, straight leg dumbbell, or we don't have a dumbbell, but deadlifts. If we had a dumbbell, I actually do have a couple of them here. I'm so tempted to get them out, but I did promise today that I would show you guys a workout that you can do from home with no equipment whatsoever, so that is exactly what I'm going to do. If you have some water nearby, make sure you grab some. If you don't have some water nearby, it might be a good idea to go get some. We're gonna rest for just a few seconds. Next up, I'm going to utilize the chair, the couch rather, for some dips. Let me just move this bad boy around. I could really use a filming crew soon. Maybe not today, but one day. I'm coming over to the couch. I am going to rotate my hands away from my body. This helps me keep my elbows nice and close to my body. I'm just demonstrating for now before we get started. I'm going to walk away with my feet until I'm in 90 degrees, and then I'm going to bend at my elbows and up. Bend at my elbows and up. So it's up to you how you hold your hands. That depends on your wrist mobility. If you're finding that it's challenging to keep your hands out to the side, that's okay. You can have them facing forward as well, as long as your elbows stay nice and close to your body. We're going to do 4 sets of 8 because I find that a lot of people do have a hard time with their wrists. So I'm not going to go all the way for the 12 reps, but instead 4 sets of 8. So right away, walking out, bending at the elbows, going for 90 degrees. That's 1 and 2. 3, 4, nice and slow and controlled. 5, 6, 7, and 8. 3 more sets of those, but we'll definitely take a good rest in between each one. I want to make sure that your heart rate is nice and low, that you're giving those muscles a few seconds to rest so that they're ready to go as soon as we get on to our 2nd, 3rd, and 4th set. Once again, tricep dips. We're doing dips. If you don't have a couch, feel free to use a coffee table. Feel free to use a chair. Whatever you've got that you can rest your arms against. A counter works well as well if you're standing up rather than sitting down. That's a good height for you to use. Whatever works the best for you. Just being mindful of those wrists. If you want to take a second to stretch them out while we rest, you can absolutely do that between each set. It's a good idea, in fact. But I'm going to go right away for set number 2. Once again, 8 reps. Walking away until my legs are at 90 degrees, bending until my elbows are at 90 degrees. That's 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Resting for a little bit. We're halfway done the dips. We're going to do 2 more sets of 8 before we move right back into some leg stuff. Once again, today is all about no equipment, exercises that you can do from home. Definitely still in a hypertrophy rep range of 8 to 12, so you can stimulate some muscle